Auntie.
拍照啊？
嗯。
哦，拍照做梦？哦，你剪头发啊？
翻上镜的，翻上镜的，係咯。
有冇同你講啊？今朝你係着靚啲嚟嘛？
不要開玩笑。
I don't think Auntie knows about Michelin or what do I do. Yeah, I'm just come here to shave every week and Auntie shave my hair. Auntie 不要紧张了。You know, I have a very simple hairstyle, so I don't need fancy styling. I'd rather to keep the rest of the things very, very simple and then spend most of my time on doing something more productive. Such as my restaurant.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Today is our 13th anniversary and also Restaurant Andre's 7 years.
I have a quote on the cover of my biography. It says, "The moment I perfect a dish is the moment I let go from my menu." I don't know whether some of you know about the quote. I want to announce that my retirement of Restaurant Andre and also the closure of Restaurant Andre and next year. We will return whatever Michelin stars or 50 best will not be in the rankings starting from next year. So yeah. Okay. Hey. What do you think?
So Stephen Mike, table 2 at table 251. He was here last year for dinner and today he's coming with his daughter. At 7:15, Mr. Noor Safi, table 2 at table 22. Mr. Mark Somik, table 2 at table 24, and celebrating his advanced birthday. He was here for dinner in March last year.
For the no pork, and there's no pork trotter on the edible. And for the vegetarian, hunter tusk will be changed to the same is the ingredient of the oatmeal chip and mushroom puree.
Wine for tonight. We're still having some Acacia, Hervé Villeman, followed by Chardonnay, Michel Caillé from Jura. After Escarpolette, Le Blanc from South of France. First floor, it will be Constellation, Domaine Manarota.
Tonight, the team will be Roman and Long on the first floor. The rest of the team remain with me.
But be careful, second floor, you have most of the guests repeat, so everyone will come back.
We're actually physically 15 days service before the closure. So quite a lot of guests coming back here again and then have our last farewell menu. I want to make sure that keep reminding us to cherish every service that we can perform till the last day.
Let's get ready to welcome back most of our guests. Yes. Bon service.
Bon service. Hello, good evening. Hello, welcome. Everything is personal in this restaurant, so I want to be here. I want my wife to be here. It's just 10 seconds of saying that Andre and Pam will be here serving you, but that took us 10 years' time, 5 days a week, 15 hours a day to make sure that delivers.
The restaurant opened in 2010. I'd known him for a couple of years before that when he was at Jean, you know, and I was obviously a big fan of his at Jean. After he had left Jean and wanted to open a restaurant, and I first got a glimpse of how intense he could be about these details. When we were building the restaurant, you know, he was obsessive about every detail to the point of, you know, frustrating the contractors and the architects. That's just his character.
I remember when I first started and I had to like iron all the tablecloths, and it just gave me a really bad day. You know, this tablecloth cannot be right and this tablecloth cannot be straight, and it just gave me so much rage and so much frustration. And yeah, I remember the tablecloth was the source of a lot of anger. So bad. That's very bad. And I think you just have to really put it into perspective, go outside of your own body and to take a look at the situation and say, it's just a tablecloth.
Sometimes my staff will also ask me the same question. He said, you know, chef, you know, we're doing so many little details. Does the guest really capture it? If you have 1 out of 100 that notice the little attention that you put into every detail, then it's worth to do.
The table is really cool. You can really see that the tree has been cut.
Yeah, we come in with the whole chunk of wood from the window, and then we cut them here.
Wow.
Cut them here, build them here.
You don't want to have it for your next journey, chapter?
I don't know. Yeah, that's we can find it there. Oh. Sorry, I have a OCD. I saw one chipped glass.
Quite right.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Good evening. Hello, 你好。
你好。
你好，你好。
你就是那个厨师啊？
是 Andre。
年轻耶。
谢谢谢谢。你好 ，Hello, Hi, Good evening, Andre. Almost there. I'll stay there until 8. Also, I teach every one of our staff that we don't wait behind the door and wait for the guests to come in. We get outside of the door. When the moment that the guests get out from the car, the first thing is they see you. Bonsoir.
Ça va? Et je lui dis, ah, ben, on est à Singapour et tout, et on a été manger chez André. Il m'a dit, ah oui, chef André.
Monsieur André.
Monsieur André.
Nous a dit Monsieur André.
Ouais.
Wow.
Et je me suis dit, ça, il faudra que je vous le raconte. Monsieur André.
Monsieur André.
Ouais. J'ai trouvé ça super.
Ah ouais, là.
No.
Merci, chef.
No, merci. 2 years ago, it was a 50 best ceremony. The number one was Massimo Bottura, and he's a very, very close friend of mine. So, you know, we had a good time and partying and everything. And was on the stage, he told me, he said, Andre, you know, you need to be very, very proud. You're the Bruce Lee of culinary world. It sounds like something coming from his mouth, right? Yeah. He said, you know what? You're the Bruce Lee of culinary. Think about it. You're the only Chinese, you know, ever in the 50 best history. At that time, I was like, really, I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. We have a huge gap in terms of becoming a chef. We don't have that training. We send the kids to Cordon Bleu in Paris or in somewhere to learn how to cook. But we don't have anything for Taiwan or for China or, no, we don't have. Auntie, 我要一个海鲜生面，然后一个海鲜粥，不要粥。
不要饭啊？
不要饭。
OK， 好。
Thank you, Auntie.
Before Restaurant Andre got to the status that it has today, most people think of Singapore for its diverse and cheap hawker food. Maybe that's the first thing that they want to come and eat. You know, they want to come for the chicken rice and the laksa. Increasingly, you get people saying, "Oh, I want to come and eat Restaurant Andre and Burnt Ends," which is also, which Andre also has a part in. I always hear about these two restaurants, and then you get your chicken rice and laksa.
I can eat anything. Cold pizzas, cold fried rice, you know, overnight food, instant noodle. My wife, she'll say, Andre, you cannot eat this. What if the people see you, like, you know, eating like this? It's so sloppy. Hello. Good evening. Yes.
I didn't make a reservation. Do you happen to have a table for two?
You didn't make a reservation?
Yep.
Yeah.
Try my luck.
But you're gonna be here for long?
I think I spoke to Joanne.
Joan.
Joan.
Yeah.
She didn't call me. I suppose that was easy.
No, it's no. In case there's any drop off, then we'll be able to do it. And you know, because now our.
I know you're closing.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will let. May I have your?
Serene.
Serene.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to John. If there's any drop off, I'll make sure that she call you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
you.
Serene. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I remember her.
It's only requesting for one person and we don't have any more tables for one person, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to ask her to bring a friend or she can come in maybe four other people.
Yeah, so I guess we contact her whether there's any other days. I think she stay in Singapore.
Okay.
If there's any other slot we can slot her in.
Okay, I'll find her contact.
Yeah. So,
This folder where we would actually print out all the menus that they had during their visits. Everyone in this folder, they've been here maybe more than 10 to 15 times. So in that sense, we should all be familiar with who they are, what they like, what they don't like, what do they drink.
when I first started, I was thinking, what is Andre's cuisine? In order to execute it perfectly, I have to do everything myself, the way I want it. So since the beginning, that's what I do. You know, this is the only way. This is the way I want it. There's no other way. Even the direction of the crust or, you know, the sauce, the consistency, creation, even down to the plate. You know, I made my own plates, everything.
A restaurant is not just about the cook, and it's not just about the food. Actually, a restaurant is a multitude of experiences. And I think where Chef Andre's talent lies is in that very broad spectrum. But I think for the novice, it takes a bit of time to slow down and absorb the experience. For me, I remember the first time was special, but also quite overwhelming.
I remember every time I dined there, you know, there was very detailed storytelling about the corn from his farm in Taiwan and, you know, the lengths they go to source a particular vegetable. And this was before provenance became a catchphrase in dining here.
He has the ability to anticipate his guests' needs and to set the scene, I guess. And you go through a journey with him. He talks about octophilosophy.
People, when they first look at octophilosophy, say, what is that, you know? Why eating has to be so philosophical or so abstract with these 8 elements? But once you come here, you dine, and you understand that it's extremely simple. In fact, I don't want to have any fancy words, you know, to describe the dish. You just have 8 vocabulary, and that explains everything. These 8 words, we create 186 dishes in a year. So everything we do, that always go back to this 8 things that is the most essential to us.
So whatever you're doing is fine. It seems to be very natural. Soak in the atmosphere. You can look around. Change your body. Just be the moment, right?
I spend most of my time in South of France. In South of France, everywhere you go, you see olive trees. For me, it's the only friend that come with me, even before my wife come to Singapore. The first place that I used to live, I lived in a farm, in a really dirty, ugly shack. Then I moved to a better place, which we have a 2nd floor. When I look out from my room, I saw olive tree. I always want to capture that scene, and I look out, and in this South of France. Since I was young, I know what I'm going to do. People are always wondering that how could you leave when you were 13 or you're 15 and then you survive and you're not even with your parents. I don't think there's any chef in Asia who has a bigger collection of Michelin than I do. I read it since I was little. I collected. That was the motivation when I was in France. And I said one day I want to have my name in that red book. I've been dreaming to come to France and learn French cuisine. And now I'm here. Nothing better than that. I started from scratch in Jardin d'Essence in Montpellier with Bourcel, brother. Chef Jacques, he gave me a room and he bought me a TV and a bicycle. He said, which bicycle you like? I said, I like the black one. I said, okay, you buy a black one. Just like my step-parents. I started as an apprentice. I finished as the chef de cuisine. So I left them after 9 years working with them, but I told them that if there's anything that I can help anytime, you just give me a call. I will come back, no matter where I am. Bien. Mais,
8 ans quand même ici, non? 8 ans?
Oui, et moi ça fait 10 ans à Singapour.
10 ans, 10 ans. Ah oui, puisqu'il y avait le genre là-bas.
Oui.
Bah
oui, c'est bien.
Puis ta carrière, ça peut être ici.
Oui, c'est après sa rentrée, j'ai envie de faire plus. Et ici, c'est 5 jours par semaine et c'est 15 heures par jour, quoi.
Oui, bien sûr.
Et vraiment, ce que je peux faire pour autre chose, c'est très limité.
Et tu vas faire plus à Taïwan?
Et ça fait un moment déjà, des gens qui parlent tous les cuisines d'Asie, mais c'est jamais à Taïwan. Je pense que ça va.
Ouais, ça va monter.
Ouais, ça va monter après, depuis Raw, il y a déjà 3 ans et demi.
Oui, ça peut devenir vraiment une destination gastronomique.
Ouais. Là, pour la semaine, le mois prochain, il y aura le Michelin à Taipei.
Ah oui, c'est vrai, oui, c'est vrai.
C'est le mois prochain.
Et toi, maintenant, Michelin, ça va.
Non, moi, c'est fini.
Ouais. Tu as dit, c'est pas la peine. Oui, bon, après, voilà.
Oui. It's just like in front of the parents, you always feel like kids. And in front of them, I feel transparent. The first year that we opened Restaurant Andre, I invited both of them here. I said, Chef, tonight I'm going to cook you Andre's cuisine for the first time. I'm not going to cook you anything different than others. You'll have exactly the same as anyone else, and I want you to give me your comment. But I feel naked, you know, in front of them because he probably knows my every move or why I do this. You can see through me. So at the end of the meal, I would be nervous and I go to the table and say, Chef, what do you think? And that's where I received the best compliment ever in my career. And when he said, Andre, you know what? I didn't recognize anything in this meal. This is you. This is 100% you. Non. Non, on n'a pas changé. Oui. Mais c'est bien, j'aime bien la cuisine comme ça. Comme c'est direct, moi je suis à côté de tout. Donc, comme ça, il n'y a pas de... Oui. 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 Mais il travaille beaucoup, hein, donc c'est pour ça. C'est pour ça, des fois c'est bien. Ouais, il prend un peu de repos. Parce qu'une fois, il fait la restaurant anglais, après il va avoir la vie un peu plus tranquille, quoi.
Le tout, c'est de ne pas les laisser sans perspective. C'est qu'ils veulent faire leur chemin.
Mais moi je trouve maintenant c'est pas facile avec une nouvelle génération. Ils vont être le boss, c'est pas. Oui, tout de suite. Oui. Ah ben, un an ici, après ils vont être le patron, quoi. Ils vont pas travailler dans un grand restaurant.
Et ça, c'est partout dans les pays.
Oui. Je peux faire le muffin à la con avec des marmelades, des bagels, etc.
Les jeunes maintenant, c'est tout. Ça, c'est la génération Internet. Oui. Tout vite. On zappe. Et en Europe, beaucoup aussi comme ça. En France, maintenant, les employés, c'est compliqué. Ils viennent travailler une semaine, 15 jours. Après, ça leur plaît pas, ils s'en vont. Même pas, ils demandent le salaire des fois. Du jour au lendemain, ils sont plus là.
Ça va, chef Laurent?
Je lui dis toujours qu'il travaille trop et qu'il essaye toujours la pression. Après, c'est pas bon pour la santé et tout ça.
Je pense aussi.
Oui.
Même moi, je suis là, quand c'est pas chaud, je le sens.
Non, parce que c'est ton corps qui te commande après. Ton corps qui te dit attention, tu lever le pied, tout ça.
On n'en a jamais cette occasion de parler comme ça.
Mais on n'a jamais coupé parce que ça fait maintenant 20 ans.
Oui.
On n'a jamais coupé les relations. Alors des fois on se voit pas pendant 6 mois, ou on se parle pas pendant plusieurs mois. Ça n'empêche pas les sentiments.
And is that just like yesterday?
Ça, on a bien mangé, mais c'était normal. Normal.
Oui. Beau moment. Oui, donc après, j'aurai plus de temps, j'ai envie de passer la prochaine fois, soit en France ou en Saigon avec Pam, et de passer vous voir.
On essaye de cadrer les dates. Comme ça, tu me dis avant, moi je viens, le chef Laurent, on peut passer plusieurs fois comme ça.
Oui. Le Rivière.
Tu l'as fait venir d'Europe ou de Nord?
Oui, de la France.
Et il est beau.
Très beau. C'est un peu comme un bonsaï.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Ça fait comme ça. Ouais. En plus, c'est la rivière.
Bon, allez.
Bon retour, merci
Ciao,
chef.
merci.
À Saigon ou en France.
À bientôt. Ciao.
Bonne soirée. Merci chef. One when we touch it, it flips.
If I do like this, it will be.
Yeah.
This one more.
Yes. I don't want it to be too perfect. One person cooking for another person, it's something very intimate, and it's kind of romantic if you think about it. All our kitchen staff, they will rotate one after another. They cook the food that they like. Sometimes we eat the Korean, we eat Japanese, we eat burgers, fried rice, takoyaki. Yeah, at the same time, you never get bored of it. Each member in that team is like a family, and you cook for your family. It's a very intimate relationship that we have.这不行哦，兄弟，真的。火不要太大哦。转一下嘛，如果你那个 ，just cut them like this. Yeah. I think for most of the people that step into the kitchen, they found it very weird because it's not as exciting as any other kitchen that you would imagine. That, you know, like people rushing and then there's a lot of heat, you know, and everybody pushing each other, yelling and say, okay, yes, let's go, whoa, you know. You don't see that. Just quiet. I don't mind yelling. I yell all the time, you know. But everyone has different reflection when it comes to fixing a problem. If you have a great team, they know how to adjust themselves all the time. You don't have to yell. You just have to pinch them. Once in a while, they know exactly where to go, what to do. 削的那个东西怎么越来越小？越来越小。对啊，越来越小。这个只有5片而已，这只有4片的，5片而已。怎么5片呢？要它宽一点还是？因为太大的话就会吊住。例如可以，它排得太紧。应该要快点点，这样很好看。You have to make it a bit wider. Otherwise it looks very sad. Just make it wider. So to go first?
Yeah, we always, always have this kind of argument because both of us, we have different thinking sometimes toward the food or the dish we are trying to figure out. Sometimes we figure out the recipe, like maybe he thinks it's working, but I think no. At that moment, sometimes it feel like, wow, so should I do this? Should I change that?
Chef Andre. Okay.
He's out, left. Don't worry.
Okay, so there's a lot of bittersweet emotions with Chef. So, I mean, Chef can be your best friend. He can be your worst enemy as well. So don't know when to treat him as a friend, don't know when to treat him as a boss, but yeah, that's fair.
I rarely hire someone who already have experience. Every single person that you see in the kitchen, they started from zero. They started from learning how to chop an onion or chop parsley. They don't even know how to slice a fish. I want someone that is completely pure. It's okay he doesn't know how to chop an onion. I'm going to teach him.
We have 4 scallions and 1 onion. We have 2 for 3.
How is it? It's not sour, no?
Not sour. Very sour.
Leave it first. It's okay.
You think chef is very tough?
Yeah, of course. You cannot tough, you cannot success. Yeah, we believe. So he not easy everything. Must be hard. We cannot relax. We cannot sit down. We cannot anyhow. Yeah, it's good for us. I believe.
You don't know how she joined the restaurant. So she made a reservation as a guest, a single diner. And after she dined here, she told me, she said, Chef, I want to work here.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. True. Yeah, actually, this is my plan. I wear dress, I make up, then I dine here. Then I find chef. Chef, I want to work here. He say, we no space. Okay, I will clean toilet first. I will start.
And she's with the luggage. And she was waited outside of the back door. I don't know how many hours that she waited. I remember someone coming and tell me like, you know, so the girl is still there. I say, what? So I went out again and I tell her that this is what happened. Maybe I can recommend you to other restaurant. She said, I don't have a ticket to go back. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm here for restaurant entree. Then I was like, wow, that's very intense. That kind of reminds me how I started. I go everywhere by knocking the door of a restaurant and say, I want to work here. When? Tomorrow. How much we should pay you? Say anything. I'll just work because you tell me how much I worth. A month later, I just want to work with the best of the best. After Yun, we have many chefs. They almost come in like the same way she did. They don't want to go anywhere, they just want to work here. You know, you throw them out and they'll come back.
Martin is our pastry chef. He's a Singaporean guy. A very, very good boy.
This young boy, and he travel around the world, learn how to do pastry, and he want to come back to Singapore. I'm happy to give him an opportunity, just like any one of us. So in a couple of weeks, he's coming back from New York. And then suddenly, this guy disappeared.
suffered a nerve damage in my right hand, and even the doctors told me like you'll never be able to use your hand again. So it was quite devastating. And then I didn't reply chef for maybe a bit, and then when I finally got courage to reply chef again, I just told him, chef, this is my condition. I don't think I can work for you anymore.
So he wrote me, he said, chef, now I'm back to Singapore, but I'm in the hospital. Sometimes I can rest at home, but I'm on a wheelchair. I cannot do anything. My hand, my arms, my leg, I cannot control it. I couldn't even stand. And I said, your brain is still working. Yeah? So I want you to work with your brain. Create a dessert flavor combination with your brain. Every day I want you to give me 10 flavor combination. Ask your parents to push you here, and I want to see you here in the restaurant. Because you are here, you smell food. You smell food all the time. You start to think, what can I create? You know, what's the season? You see colors. You see people in the kitchen running in and out. That pushes you, you know. I want to quickly get better so I can get into the kitchen. I can start cooking. And I want him to know that it's something, you know, the future is waiting for him. I won't have any pastry chef. This position is for you, and I will keep it until you come back. So you must get well and come back to get it.
We didn't have any pastry chef for a long time. We wait for Martin until he can come back.
Why wait for him? I mean, other people would have just dropped him.
What would be the last thing you want to do for people in the hospital? You want to give them hope, then we promise.
It's like he picked me up from nothing, like when I was down in the shit, and then trained me from scratch again and put me in this position. Like, he could have given this position to anybody, but then I don't know whether I worked hard enough, but I think he saw something in me that allowed him to keep me and, you know, keep training me. So, and also sorry for all the heated moments we had before, but I don't know, I think this is part of chef life. So
there was one day that we have so many repeated guests. I want to do something different. So I said, you know, stop. I want to change the entire menu. And everybody looked and everybody stopped. You know, I had like 10, 15 people, they suddenly stopped. Like, okay. I said, I want to change from A, B, C, D, E, and I changed completely the dish, you know, to something else. Completely new menu. This is what I want. And you see people like running like from this, suddenly they stop, and then they run it the other way. No one asked a single question. And at the end of the service, it went so smooth, and we create a completely new menu for the entire restaurant, like a second. That was the moment. I think it was the 3rd year of Restaurant Entree, and that's where I suddenly realized that my team is stronger than myself. With a team, I can do 120%.
That is Corsi. Everybody gonna remember the name? That's Corsi.
Pam is very particular about the decoration, so the flowers need to be this angle. The angle, all the decorations by seasons, and she put a lot of effort, and we can see the details.
The early years of Restaurant Andre, Pam was not particularly involved, but I would say in the last few years, she's become much more the face of the restaurant as much as Andre almost. The closure, the running, everything. You could see much more of Pam's stamp on it.
Dying. It's too hot. She's dying. Do you have like one bucket of water here? And I have to be downstairs. Oh, and birds everywhere. My God.
Yes. Now you know what it is.
Oh, my God.
他中我快车。啊？
My leadership style is very dictator. It's whatever they've done, I did. I've been there, I've done that. And there's only one leader in this house, which is Andre. But when Andre's not around, I told everybody that the power is obsolete by me. You gotta be like that, especially when I'm a lady. 13th of February, Chef Shark is here. So would you be able to fit? Did you talk to her? Did you fit him in anywhere? There's no talking?
No way.
There's no way to fit. Can I see?
I can sleep with Grace.
Can we do?
I'll ask Dora.
Let's do it. Call now. I want to finish this now.
你听得到吗？明天他们位置有变，所以我跟我的朋友还有跟 Grace 他们要并在一起做，可以吗？可以啊。
可以。Okay, cool.
Bye.
He's on.
Bye.
Don't do it again until the last day. Okay, fix it. And how many packs? You don't know.
You mean how many packs?
Yeah, how many packs? This is 111,222.
Yeah, total. I use the code.
32 medium plus our 25 staff plus our guests will be nylon, EMAC.
Tasting kitchen as well.
Tasting kitchen is how many people? Two. So 32 plus 25 plus, oh, I can't see this one, let me see. Plus 15, okay.
小慧.
Oh shit. Okay. My good lord. Can I go and kill myself 3 times? Okay, I don't have time to kill myself.
Pam has 2 roles, one of which was the business side of the restaurant. The other part of it was being Andre's wife and being his protector to some extent, to a large extent perhaps, depending on which side of her you saw.
So Andre decided not to have kids because I think we didn't have time even for ourselves. We probably won't have time. It's not going to be fair for the kids. With what Andre is doing now, I'm going to be like my mom. It's not going to happen. Lucky's my son, my heart, and my everything, my smile. The whole day I long for him. Very anticipated today, must be hungry. But go tell Uncle. doesn't eat bao. A dog and bao doesn't go. Okay? You are obese. It has to be like this every day. It's very hard. Don't bite mommy, yeah? Don't bite mommy. Slow. Very limited edition. Cannot do anything. Lucky is 10. Equivalent to 70 years old man. I'd be happy if I look like this when I'm 70. Very active, right? Be hands. Good one. Okay, time for poo-poo. Lucky. Lucky you already had it. Everybody saw. You had the bao. Lucky you. Lucky you had the bao already. Lucky you had it already. You just had it. Lucky. Oh, you don't need to show off for this, okay? That's not good. Lucky. Bye, Hangiloy. Oh no. You want to get into it, see his friends. They're busy, they're baking, okay? You want to see all the girls. Okay.
Hello. Why you sit down?
Because it's too hot.
Oh, you like our shop?
So whenever you close, you wait here. Oh my god, I like my cupcake. That's the biggest cupcake ever. If you can do that? Yeah. Oh my god. That's so big. Okay, come. Let's go.
Bye, Lucky.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Midnight of one day in 2009, Andre called me and said, hey, come down. Oh, I have some surprise for you. And then I went down to see my surprise. Oh, a golden retriever. Oh, neighborhood knows it. He's a de-stressed dog. Everybody at Restaurant Andre, whenever we are very stressed, people will request me to bring him. So they all hug Lucky and kiss Lucky. Everybody love you. I know what?
What's it like being the wife of a Michelin star chef?
The wife of the Michelin star chef is nothing, but the wife of the Michelin star chef who works in a Michelin star restaurant is another story.
The need to be the wife and the need to be the general manager of the restaurant, I can see was tough on her because she's someone who put her whole heart and soul into the thing, you know. And when you do that, it becomes all consuming too. But that was her decision, you know. She always had to balance that because, you know, that was the role she wanted to take on.
I didn't choose to work at Restaurant Andre. You are very, very wrong. I didn't choose. The first time I walked into Restaurant Andre in 2010, I was carrying a tray because Andre asked me to help. So as a good wife, you can ease off your husband a little bit, then it's fine. So I start from there. Then every night I came to Restaurant Andre to lift the tray. For 3 years. 3 years that I lift tray without saying anything. And at 10 o'clock, I just bye-bye. The only thing we say is the dietary. Table 2-1, no fish. Table 2-4, no foie gras. But then after that, things start to change. And I look and notice something I didn't like, something I like. I pick up, I learn. So you actually learn from scratch is the best. Doing the lowest thing that nobody can see you, that's how you see details. So I learned the difficult way. I'm a workaholic, he's a workaholic. Maybe we didn't realize until now when we are about to stop and we realize that, wow, really, we are really workaholic. What are we going to do? But I know Andre, he's not going to stop. He always has new things that he will do and create a new thing, a new challenge that nobody can reach. And he always tells me and said, are you having fun, right? No matter I'm had fun or not, it doesn't matter. You're having fun, right? You have so many people downstairs. I don't want to work. I've been a very good worker, maybe not a good wife. A good wife shouldn't talk.
That's not true.
No, the good wife should listen. Sometimes I chose not to listen because I'm very, very dominant. And Andre is very dominant as well. Me and Andre is like a different world. The only thing we are the same is the taste. But the rest of the habits all different. He's like elephant. I'm like a very aggressive baboon.
Are you in a better mood today? Good to see you.
真开心。
很开心看到你。
对啊。
What do you love about this man?
The look. The look. No, he's gifted. I like talent people.
One day I received a call from Chef Jacques and they say, Andre, we need you. Well, now we're planning to expand in Asia, so we need you to help us in Singapore, Bangkok, Shanghai, and Tokyo. When I was at Bangkok, my mission is to set up the team. That's where I met my wife. In fact, I met her best friend first, and who was a journalist. And after that, she said that, you know anyone in Bangkok? If you want to go out, let me know. I can show you around. I said, no, I'm here to work. I'm not here to make friends. You know, like those horse, like, okay, you know, you only got one goal. So my mission is to get that done. So the second time we met, and then she said, oh, Andre, you know, it was an interview, and I said, okay, I just grabbed a book, you know, this is a magazine. And the friend of mine that I talk about, she was in the book. It's my best friend, and so she showed me. Yeah, she showed me. I was like, oh, interesting. Yeah. Then I said, okay, maybe we can, you know, let's set up a dinner. Let's, you know, just get to know each other. Why not?
And I look at him. He was in short, so young, you know, like my brother, 27. I was 32, and I thought, oh, it's gonna be my brother for sure. So I invite him to eat dinner at my house. Just no objective, just invite. I thought he's cute. Then after that 7 days, it clicked. So we became boyfriend and girlfriend. And then 3 months later, he told me, oh, I'm going to move away. I have to move to Shanghai. So I was shocked. We just met 3 months. We were moving away. Then I got to do something.
One day we were just like, okay, after work, and then we're texting each other, and then she said, I think she said that, you know, will I marry you? He said, will you marry me, or something like that.
I text him. I said, in the text, I said, are you ready? I was ready. I didn't know what I'm doing. Of course, you don't know what you're doing. So I asked him to marry me. He didn't know what he's doing either. So he said yes.
And I said, yeah. That was just it, you know, and then say good night, okay, bye. Next day when we met, and then she said, oh, I told my father. I said, what did you tell your father? She said, no, the marry thing. I said, what? It was just a SMS, you know, we just like, okay, you know, I love you. Okay, you know, it's like something like that. I said, oh my God, you know, what did I just done? That's not a proposal, you know, it's not a... But it's okay. You know, I say, okay.
So he was stunned for 2 hours, and then he replied yes. That's the beginning. My dad, of course, nobody happy. I just met this guy, he's a poor young chef who has a lot of talent, but no money, no fame, no nothing. That's why he loved me so much, because from that point where there's nothing, and I embrace him.
Why did you embrace him?
Not at all. It's a fate. It's a fate. Love is mysterious. Can't imagine I'm going to be a mom. Could be a mom. Actually, I could be a mom. Couldn't be a mom anymore, so I'd be a mommy dog.
Do you have any feelings of sadness that you couldn't have children?
Used to, but not anymore. Not anymore. I think I still hope to have children. 2014, the invitation of the confidential Asian World 50 Best. A lot of other people, Andre portraits. It's my scrapbook of all the place we've been through. Oh, me and Andre got married. I used to be model, okay? He also a model. He used to be a model as well. He's really catwalk model. I miss taking photo, of course. It's a different life. Actually, being his wife has no life left. I have moved with Andre in this life 6 times. Mary! You want a foul or not?
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you, chef. Bye.
Enjoy. Have a good.
Don't look at your phone.
Enjoy the break, guys.
We're heading off to Bangkok, my home, where I cannot be. Where I cannot be for a long, long time. Yeah, I have missed my home for 10 years. Still continue to miss Thailand for another 10 years plus. Thank you very much. Yeah, and then Andre moved far away.
You know there's one thing about you.
What?
That she cannot take the silence in the car. She will continue talking.
Okay, I can take it.
As long as she's in the car.
To what? I don't talk to anybody. I only talk to Lucky.
No, I said you cannot take the silence in the car.
Why not?
If we take a cab, she will talk to the driver.
For what? I want to know what's going on with it.
Because I don't talk, and she will start talking to the driver.
I want to know what's going on with the driver.
For his life, for how's the weather, how's the traffic, how's the car feel, you know.
So I'm a writer, okay? I just interview people for fun. And sometimes I have some good news about it, some strategy I can write, and it become my, you know.
But it's okay.
This location used to be hanging all of the awards that we accumulate from 2010 until now. But then to depart something, you got to surrender something. You surrender to the glory. That's why I decide to put down all the awards and then just pack it up. That's the end of the chapter. Nobody knows, so I came to did this web. The memory of us is more important than anything. And one by one I place
the pictures on, try out like saying goodbye to this place.
Well, thank you so much for seeing us. First of all, can I just ask, how are you? Because
Good.
It must be a hectic few months. Well, you don't look too tired. You look.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
So can I ask you about your decision to close?
Well, it's a long story.
That's okay.
October 10th is my wedding anniversary. It's the day we open the restaurant and the day we announce that we close the restaurant. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. You know, today is our wedding anniversary. Today is our 13th anniversary, and also Restaurant Andre's 7 years.
Sometimes I always said only when you look back and then you realize that actually how much you learn and gain. My past 30 years, I've been thinking what is the perfect moment? Maybe being in the top restaurant in the world or 3 Michelin star. I'm a perfectionist. I'm sure all of you know. Having Restaurant Andre is like having an OCD. Every one of you is the same. When you look at everything and you know the temperature's not right, the humidity's not right, and if the cut is not right and on the angle, and you want to make sure that everything is as perfect as you want it. And at the same time, I miss a lot of things that is important. You know, the relationship with every one of you, or I should spend more time in the kitchen, created the dish that I want to create. I don't want to see myself that having so little time for all of you. That's not the way it should be. I feel guilty and I don't want this. So I want to announce that my retirement of Restaurant Andre and also the closure of Restaurant Andre and next year. We will return whatever Michelin stars or 50 best will not be in any of the rankings started from next year. Yeah.
When I heard restaurant closed, my feeling like first time very angry because my dream here. I want to put my life, every off day, every moment we're working together like family. So first time very angry to him. Why you give up? Why you want to close? We still didn't get 3 star, not number 1.
We all reach a stage in life when we maybe want different things. He maybe had an epiphany. I don't fully understand it. To be frank, I was upset, to be honest, you know, because I felt that the restaurant was successful in so many ways. We were still striving to improve ourselves. But I think, you know, this journey couldn't have happened without him and can't continue without him.
I think from one perfectionist to another, I was a bit disappointed. I really wanted to see him get 3 stars. I wanted to see him be the best restaurant on the Asia's 50 Best list.
I'm not regretting what I have done. I think I have done the best. The thing I probably felt sorry for the team is about Michelin.
So for me, returning Michelin stars, it's a respect, you know. It's different than refusing it. And there was people saying that I'm not so happy about me getting 2 stars. But yeah, why I have to be? You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing having any recognition. I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to prove to anyone that I can cook. I don't have to prove whether I deserve 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 stars. Does that matter? Really not. Really doesn't matter.然后我明天再翻成中文给你。OK， 谢谢。加油。优秀。You gonna put a story on my face or what?
それは希望。
Every day, every minute, you're looking for that 1% of perfection. I found that 1% that is missing, the last piece of the puzzle. It's not the 3 Michelin star, it's not the #1 in the world.
It's in you.
Yes.
In your soul.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Right. Right. Hey, I think they cried off. Why are you crying?
Because we opened the restaurant on our wedding day, and we closed the restaurant on our wedding day.
We're not closing today.
Yeah, but we tell everybody we're closing today.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
It's not. For me, this is my proudest moment. There's nothing to cry of. I never stay in one place as home. I travel since I was a kid. And along the way, you just keep working and, you know, pursuing your dream. You never had a chance to settle down. So I crave to have a home. In a way, kind of like you are making up to yourself of what you have missed when you were younger. It's been 3 generations we stay in the little house in Shilin. I thought now I have the ability to support my family, and I want to make sure they have a nice place to stay. Can already see Pam and Lucky here, and he will be running there by themselves when you don't have to walk him anymore. I just want to have one tree, and that will go all the way up It's a different type of olive tree, just like Restaurant Andre. I miss everything about Restaurant Andre. I miss my food. Me and my mom, we spend a lot of time together. So every time we go out, then she will teach me, you know, how to cook this one, how to cook this dish, why this one tastes different, because they put different herbs on it. And that's how I learned. 你从最早就知道我会是一个厨师了吗？
不知道，不知道。
When I think about Taiwan, it reminds me when I was 10, 12, the things that I do. I see my own culture. You know, I speak the language that I grew up with. So I feel I become a kid again. 要不1.5啦？
这差不多3公斤。
海鲜看来就很想做饭哈。好，这菜很新鲜的。 虾子也不错。
那个上面没有，母亲节优惠，母亲节跳楼大拍卖。帮我签名吗？
签名不拉稀，有没有算便宜？
多送2条，你要多少？
多送2条也在啊。
我送你1包啦。不好意思，我刚不认识。站在我前面那么久。 谢谢，
谢谢，多少钱？
不用，这样的。
真的，拍谁？
哇，好高哦，没有看过本人那么高。等一下。听到儿子这么多人喜欢你，你有什么感想呢？
与有荣焉呐。英文怎么讲？虽然他非常有名气。 我也希望他就是平安健康就好了，不要太辛苦。做妈妈不就都是这样吗？对不对？
谢谢，母亲节快乐。The first time my mom come to see me in France, I lost 16 kilo. My mom asked me that, why don't you just go home? I say, I'm happy here.
而且又是那么远的地方啊，妈妈也不晓得说走这条路是这么的辛苦。也是去了那一段时间，哎，就这样瘦下来。那他吃什么苦，他从来不会讲的。 他去上班，然后我就会在家里想说，那我要买什么煮台湾口味的菜？那法文我也不会讲啊，去超市就随便说，菜一定来炒那个培根会好吃，蛋嘛就是买番茄，他喜欢吃的番茄炒蛋。他从小就很少让我操心过。 我知道他每一步在做什么，他有他自己的想法，因为我很了解他。
When I come back to Taiwan, and I always want to look for that nostalgic flavor. Now we're in Shili Night Market. And this is literally where I was born. 我要综合。要。然后我要烤焦一点。 The Taiwanese submarine. So instead of bun, we have rice cake. We're cut into half, like the submarine. This stall, because he's aboriginist, so he used a wild boar to make the sausage.
这可以拍照吗？
可以啊。
这第一次来看你的 YouTube， 好开心哦。
Hello。可以。
肉好难订哦，我们都订不到。
对，对，肉太受欢迎了，但是还是要早一点订啊，大概2个月。
2个月就比较。
对对。
好，谢谢。
谢谢谢谢，拜拜。If you ask anyone that know Shilin very well or live in Shilin, we don't call it Shilin Night Market. We call it Shilin Temple. Everything happens around temple. And people will gather here at nighttime when there's a Chinese opera, and they would just sit in front. Of course, when they watch the Chinese opera, they will want to have something to eat. And that's when you have 1 stall, 2 stalls, and 10 stalls, and that's what the night market started. How I get interested in flavor combination, ideas, creativity, that started from the night market. And I found extremely difficult. It's easy to create a dish in Restaurant Andre because we can use the best ingredients, like 10, 20, 50 ingredients in one plate. But it's extremely difficult to create something like snacks. Because first it has to be cheap. Second, it has to be a common ingredients that you have it all year round. Third, it have to be quick. Fourth, you have to something that you can carry on and go. And very simple combination. Maybe you got 3 flavors. It has to be 1, 2, 3 and go. This is fresh ingredient cooking perfection, and this guy is doing, on the street, but he probably cooked the clam as good as, any chefs at Restaurant Andre. Cuisine is not just reserved for rich people or luxury lifestyle. It's really about how you respect the produce, cooking at perfection. And for me, if you look at this clam, it's as fresh as it can be and cook it to perfection. You spend $14 on the street and you could have the best clam that you could ever have. You guys want to try? Let's pick it. It's just rice wine and sesame oil. It's just perfect. Because now I'm at the 3rd course only. Well, like a degustation menu, so you need to have like 6, 7 courses and 1 or 2 pre-desserts before you move on to the dessert. I still remember when I was a kid, every time when I got home, my mom always said, "Why you come back so late?" I said, "I was in the night market." And the next day, he said, "Why you come back so late?" I was in the night market. And one day my mom said, you go through night market every single day, it's the same thing. I said, "No, it's not the same, because every day I try to go through a different route. Today I goes like this, and tomorrow I goes like that. And every time you explore new stall, and then you wanna try something new."
现在过得好吗？
很好。
你回来了，好可惜哦。
不会啊，不会可惜，就是我希望我能够有多一点时间回来台湾。以前没有这样的时间可以安排，我现在有多一点时间。
可是为什么会想要回来台湾？台湾其实做fine dining的嘛，不是很好。
我觉得是一个使命吧。我觉得如果大家都觉得这一个环境不会更好，它就不会更好。
是了，有了，现在有什么教父牛排？
就好像我10年前到新加坡也没有 像 restaurant lounge 一样的餐厅，所以我觉得是要靠我们去创造一个好的环境，对，不能期待那个环境已经是好的。加油！
好，希望台湾的米其林交给你了。
谢谢，拜拜。为什么那一只这么歪呀？下面那一只。那个你螺丝要转紧啊。OK， 扶一下，扶一下。那为什么会对？冷
气。在上面。就是说那个冷气的声音。
它以前没有啊。
有啦，因为现在音乐比较安静一点，所以声音
没有。没有。
那一天早上，就是我是搭着计程车来公司，然后就看着那个讯息，就发现有一个很震撼的消息，就是 chef 要回到台湾，然后我就脑袋一片空白。然后当我进到厨房的时候，发现每一个员工都在讨论，chef 居然要回台湾是为了什么？然后下一个的反应就是死定了，就压力很大，因为 chef 要回来。对，所以其实大家一部分是很开心，然后另外一部分是觉得很担心那个压力。
我不希望你们用偷懒的方式，并不会让自己更进步。今天有什么酒，就讲今天有什么酒，对自己是一种复习，对其他的同事是一种练习，它就变成是你的东西了，不是只有他的东西，也不是只有他的东西。你不会问安川，或是问 Cherry， 我们在 Restaurant Lounge 会这样做吗？不会。如果今天还是跟昨天一样的酒，我们还是讲，对吗？还是从第一支讲到最后一支，对吗？我不希望在 briefing 的时候，我们只有讲好的事情，而是所有的东西都得要提出来。所以我要安川跟 Cherry， 人过完了之后，开始讲今天有什么东西，昨天有什么东西是我们要进步，今天我们要 focus 在什么地方。So let's do it. Okay?
Yes.
好。
For service.
For service. There's no such a thing as called nothing. You have to step up. You see whether me on the briefing, or Pam, or or Roman, or every day you have to say something, even just 10 seconds. Because there's always one thing to remind, to adjust. Yeah? That's your homework. Yes. 备好了吗？你好了吗？好了。Okay, guys, let's go. Hello， 你好。你好。 现在没有大只的吗？
哪个？
这个啊。
这个有。
为什么完全看不出来？你看得出来吗？等一下你 pick up 的时候，那个大尺要够。
喂。
记得要东西要搭得上。你不能一个东上面有3样东西，一样东西是热的，一样东西是冷的，然后东西要同时出来。
好，对。
要不然你要在上 Braga 之前，你先上萨拉曼。
对。
There was one food critic written an article, but inside the article it says that now Andre Chang is more of iconic endorser of raw instead of the chef. I'm quite happy to see that because you need to pass on to the next generation. So in a way, I don't feel offensive. It's not about Andre, it's Andre's brigade. And they are on the front line. I'm the coach behind them, and they are the chef. 下次见，拜拜。好，拜拜。谢谢。This beef noodle is something I've been doing since I was a kid. So something that I'll prepare for the boys tomorrow. You know, I never really cook anything for them. First and the last time. 超饿的，对不对？超香的，对吗？我也是觉得这是一个台湾的味道。Not good. Not good, right? Very nice. I guess I'm more excited this noodle than tomorrow. Actually, my last day of my career, but I totally forgot about it. It's horrible. Okay. Bye. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. I want to make sure tomorrow when I come, the beef is still there.
We promise.
Okay.
We promise we won't touch it.
Maybe just one piece.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Oh, bye. Good rest.
You opened already?
No, it's yours. It's mine.
Oh, you scared me, cuz. I found. About K-pop. Oh, no sound. Yeah, it's connected. I can't believe this is what I assigned for at the last day of my restaurant, you know, IT. Oh, I got it. Oh, God.
Can I get some food there? Okay.
Eat, Lee. Eat. Pick.
Thank you.
Pick. Too sad. All the cameraman. My God.
So we still have some space right here. Can I squeeze some people over inside?
The most beautiful movie theater.
Yeah. Yeah, nicely ironed.
Nicely ironed. Today is the last day of the restaurant Andre. We open the blue door on the October 10, 2010. It's actually our wedding anniversary, and also the day that Andre opened the restaurant. He said it's going to be my gift, and he returned my life back on the 10 of the 10, 2017. And I think he has a lot of things to say. Sorry.
I don't have much. I don't have much to say. You know, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of things that I would like to share. We made it into a small video. Singapore's home, Taiwan's home, and Asia's home. So for me, regardless of where I am, you know, I'm gonna make sure that we make Asia proud. So I guess it answered every questions from Close Chef Restaurant Andre, from Michelin or 50 Best, from what's going next, what I'm gonna do. And today I have all of you here, so I'm very, very happy. Yeah, it's a beautiful video, and I think that's something we want to keep it. And then for Singapore, and at the end of the Restaurant Andre, again, I want to say, you know, thank you, Singapore. Thank you. I've been looking at my journey, and there are 3 mentors that I want to say thanks. First one is Taiwan. Taiwan teach me how to be humble. Second is France. It trained my palate, my creativity. And the third mentor for me is Singapore. It allows me to be different, allows me to be unique. And that is where people see Andre Chen and be seen, you know, to the world. One day I was in Australia in my signing session for my book. One little boy came, he's 12. He's holding the book and he said, "Can I sign the book?" I said, "You're a chef." And he said, "Yeah, I want to be a chef." I said, "What kind of chef you want to be?" He said, "I want to be the 50 best chef. I want to be a Michelin chef like you." I said, "No, just be a happy chef."